What's up, world? It's me, Nez. Welcome to Nez Telly. So today I'm going to be talking about a book, You Are Not Crazy, You're Codependent, by JEANETTE Elizabeth Mentor. This book, I think, we're still continuing with our mental health month, so I'm still looking for options in case you guys have any. If this is something that you're interested in, that's codependency, please grab your friend, grab your popcorn, and grab a seat and sit down. Let's talk. Thank you. Okay, so if this is your first time, it's me, Nez, and this is Nez Telly. This is the channel where we just sit down and talk about book. I'm trying to encourage everybody to read as much as possible. Every Monday and Friday there is a new book, and this month we're focusing all our books on mental health. I've actually already read a book about depression by our very own Betty Rabo here in Nigeria. I'll put a link up here so that you can see it. And I don't know, it's just so far it's very eye-opening. Of course, my repeat subscribers, you guys are awesome. I love you guys. Thank you so much. So basically this book is about, my laptop is here as usual, I'm going to read about. So basically what this one is talking about is what everyone affected by abuse, addiction, trauma, and toxic shaming should know to have peace in their life. Codependency for me is one of those things that I never quite understood. Like, I just went to Scribd, the search engine, and I wrote mental health, and I started scrolling down and I saw codependency, and I'm like, what's that? And I started scrolling down and I saw this woman's story, and I thought, okay, this should be interesting. Now, this woman, JEANETTE Elizabeth Menter, was raised by an alcoholic father and an enabling mom. Like, the mother had to enable the alcoholic father to be able to remain alcoholic, and what that meant for them, like, the man always had angry bouts, beating the kids and all that. So it's like she survived and she got out of there, but she went on in life and she realized that this thing still greatly affected her. So it's basically like, it's like an after effect of an after effect. So it's like something that happens, like, you know, with kids, and like you have children and they go through like a very traumatic childhood. What happens? So that's where codependency comes in. So I'm going to start by talking about her definition of codependency. Again, I have to look at my laptop. She said codependency is when, how did she even say it? Codependency is when you have to lose yourself to fix, please, and enable others. I feel like all of us at one point in our life have experienced this kind of thing where you realize that because you're trying to be friends with somebody, or, you know, there's somebody that always have drama. Does that make any sense? They always call you, help me do this one. This one happened to me. What should I do? Blah, blah. So because they're always like that, you realize that you're moving away from who you are as a person, trying to help this person. So it's like, but the thing is that as a regular person, you should recognize the situation and you should walk away from it. But the thing is that some people are so codependent that they don't leave, or even if they leave, they go on to have another person that is just like that in their life. Sometimes it's not one person, it can be a whole bunch of people. Sometimes it's like the family that you're born into. Some people find it hard to let go of their family, even though they've become very codependent on this family, because the family is basically sucking you dry, but like you feel like you want to fix, you want to help. So it's like there are different things that there are different characteristics of people that are codependent. You don't have a good self-worth. You don't think you're that, like, I mean, you've seen people that are married that say, I can't leave, what will I do? Do you understand? What will I become afterwards? So it's like those things it's like you have a low self-worth. You feel like you need to fix everything, every people, and then you're in denial about your emotions. You don't actually sit down and have discussions with yourself and tell yourself, okay, this thing, what are we doing exactly? So like when you don't do those things, you don't sit down, when you don't have the conference in your head, when you don't have the meeting in your head, you don't know when there's a problem or things that need to be fixed. So that's something. Then another thing was like, okay, yeah, one of the major characteristics, the one that really shook my head, right, was that she said that people that are codependent have a tendency to experience anxiety when there's peace in their life. People, I was shocked that, like, you mean there are people that don't like peace? Like right now we're talking it to mental health, but the thing is that not long ago, right, a social influencer, somebody that is a big girl here in Nigeria, basically said that how she cannot be in a relationship that there's just, you know, when there's peace for too long, she has to start things. So it's like, I'm like, wow, is that what that is? Because even then I thought, how do you not like peace? Like, how is this working for you? Because me, I'm a fan of peace, so chill and be happy for the rest of my life. I'll take it. You get, like, Lagos is hard, Nigeria is hard, life is hard as it is. Right now we're dealing with COVID, now come and be causing problem inside the house where you're supposed to sit down and be happy. You understand? So it's like all those things coming into play and all that. So, but basically, if you're someone that doesn't like peace, it's likely that you're suffering from some form of codependency, and your self-worth is likely in shambles. So she said that. Then another thing I think I liked a lot about her conversation was that she talked about how You know, personally, there's a school of thought. There are two schools of thought when it comes to staying in an abusive relationship. If you're married and you're in an abusive relationship, don't stay because of the kids. I think a lot of our parents did this. And then where we are now, a lot of people are saying, don't stay. Especially for the kids, you're helping the kids. What I'm realizing that it's actually not, it's not that round figure-ish as much as like your reason, why are you doing it? So you might choose to stay, you might choose not to stay. But the reason is what matters more than, because the fact is that you can leave that relationship, but as long as you keep believing that you're a victim and you keep treating the situation like you're a victim, your children are still going to be affected by that problem later in life, down to like people that you end up being friends with, the people that you choose to spend the rest of your life with, your relationship. Like even if you break up with one person that was physically abusing you, you might end up in another relationship with someone that is verbally abusing you, and you will take it as okay because you're codependent. Okay, so that's another thing that she talked about. Then another thing, hopefully this is the last, she talked about how vital it is for you to be aware of your body, your emotions, and your beliefs. This belief one, I think that is one of those things that a lot of us, especially here in Africa or in Nigeria or wherever it is that you're from, a lot of times traditions are things that are, they put it on you, and then when you leave, you find it hard to leave that tradition. I'm not going to knock down every single tradition because that's a big lie. It's not true. But here's what I'm saying. Sometimes you make your belief and you make hard decisions around this belief because you believe that there's no way there's no other way around it. Example, the Nigerian wedding. The Nigerian wedding is usually big, loud, and very expensive. And it's usually like a carnival. Like some people say things like, how it's my parents' wedding. So does the 400 members of your mommy's whatever association she's in, does she really have, that's both your mom and your to-be's mom, do they really have to be at your wedding? People that you don't know anything about, they just come and they want to be at your wedding and then complain this one wasn't there, stress you and all that, and you have to feed all of them. So it's like this thing takes a cramp on the relationship. I think we know the common thing my king and I heard before we got married was that people get quarrel a lot during the wedding. Thankfully that did not happen to us because we did not do anything at our wedding. Wedding came and it went, we did not do anything. We're lucky, we're blessed, you know. So but really those two things are the things that really stuck out to me the most in this book. It's not like there are several others, but if I get into that, I think this video will last 15 minutes and I don't want to get into that. But basically, if you're someone that has, maybe if you had a relationship with someone that was abusive or somebody that cared for an abusive person, it's possible that you may be having codependent problem because your value, what you value life to be, what you value yourself to be is usually skewed and you might not have peace. And that's that. Codependency, I think, is a very interesting topic. I never knew this. I never thought this was it. And you know, I think the world hasn't even come to a point where they see codependency as a problem like anxiety and depression and you know all that. They don't. It's not really ranked in the same place. But I think codependency, a lot of people likely suffer from this, and we don't know. Anyway, we're still in the mental health month, guys. If you've read any book about any kind of mental health and you think it is worth sharing, please let me know and I will find it and I will read it because I am struggling. I'm looking for books and I must do this in this month. Lord knows I'm going to do it. And I prefer Africa, like an African or Nigerian author that will talk about trauma, talk about addiction, talk about any mental health kind of problem. I talked about menopause, schizophrenia, anything. I really would like to hear about it. So thank you so much for watching. I love you guys so much. And if you haven't already, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so that you can get notification on your this thing. Then please leave a like so that YouTube will know that people are watching the video and they're liking it. And then please leave a comment below, okay? So that YouTube also know that people are engaged in this conversation. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys. Bye bye.